Hi there. My name is Ari Daniel. I'm a reporter based in Boston, and I tell stories about science on the radio and using multimedia. And I really like to tell stories that provide people with a sense of hope about the world around us and about the future. And I recently got to report on just such a story when I traveled to Palau, which is a collection of islands in the middle of the tropical Pacific, to report on a story of climate change resilience. I went there to profile the work of Cohen, a researcher at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, who was there with her team to study a remarkable group of corals. She studies corals all over the world, and this is the first instance where she's found corals that are thriving in seawater that's naturally more acidic. And this is actually surprising because most scientists had thought that with increasing amounts of acidity in seawater, corals wouldn't fare very well, that they wouldn't be able to continue to build up their skeletons. And there's growing concern among scientists that most corals actually won't survive till the end of the century because as we produce more and more carbon dioxide that enters the atmosphere, it actually enters the seawater, it enters the global ocean, and it's making the water more acidic. So this is a very real concern, and these corals seem to be able to overcome that. Now, Cohen and her team are trying to figure out how exactly these corals are able to be resilient in the face of higher acidity. And Cohen is stressing the importance of prioritizing the protection and conservation of these corals. Now, she isn't saying we should ignore the rest of the corals that are out there. In fact, she says that ocean acidification is still a problem for most of the corals on the planet and for other species in the ocean. But these corals have given Cohen and her team and Palauans a kind of hope that perhaps in the future, as conditions in the ocean change, that not all corals will die. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to my story.